Shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone where I learned this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect out there scattered abroad, pushing this truth on the four corners of the earth, risking lives and freedom to do so. It's a brother Tazamak coming back with a quick lesson. I'm going to call this lesson, They Would Do the Same Thing Today, Sodom. Okay? And I'm going to get two accounts that happen in the scriptures where things of this nature, it didn't take place, but it would have taken place. It would have taken place. And, basically those same wicked spirits, and it's our people too, you got the other nations that is bugged out, but you got this type of behavior amongst our people in today's day and age. I don't know the exact month of Pride. I don't even know, because that shit is freaky. But you got those same wicked spirits back today. That did. I'm gonna get to accounts like I said, but you have the same wicked spirits back today that were back in the ancient world. And they're gonna be dealt with. It's never okay for two men to lay up with each other. Okay, you got this dude named I think his name is Shamar, walking around in a damn dress, talking about he gonna get married. This shit is wicked, man. It gotta get burned. This place gotta get burned up. Seeing things like that. And at first I thought it was a joke. I don't know if I mentioned it in my last lesson, but I thought it was a joke because I saw, I saw brothers post. I'm like, oh, who is this fool? And I click on it today. They in a ceremony, or not a ceremony, but they in rehearsals. And the nigga looking at a man like it's a woman. That shit is sick. And then I go on YouTube, because I live on YouTube, scroll through my timeline, see what brothers is posting, put lessons together, so on and so forth. I like that Pop the Balloon show. So that pops up, or on my suggestions or whatever, and they got faggots on there, Fruit Loops. They got episodes. I don't know if it's full-fledged episodes, but I saw at least one. I didn't watch it, but it was on the the suggestion bar with Fruit Loops on there. And I was on social media, and I seen a clip of it. Because they popularized sodomy in today's society, which is wicked. But it was a clip of it, and the niggas talking about, I'm gonna fight you if you don't like me, or whatever the hell they talk about. So this behavior is becoming more and more accepted in society. You can walk around and hold hands with a man, two men together, and nobody says nothing. Two women together, nobody says nothing. But, everybody in the world hates the prophets. This place got to get judged, and it will be judged. This place got to get judged, and it will be judged. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. And it's spiritual. Before I started this lesson, it was 12:12. I'm a mathematician. Not literally, but I love math. I love numbers. And 12 times 12 is 144. 144,000. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Just thought I'd throw that in there. But I'm going to get this account in Judges 19. And I'm going to get to the point, because the Levite priest went to go get his concubine because she was upset with him. Just an overview. And he went and lodged with her father in Bethlehem for 5 nights before they departed, going back to the hilltop of Ephraim, where he lived. But she was upset with him, so she went to go lodge at her father's place. I believe it was 4 months. So they had to make their journey back to the hilltop of Ephraim, and they ended up stopping in the town of Gibeah, which was a Benjamite town. So this is Judges 19-20. And the old man said, peace be with thee. Howsoever, let all that once lie upon me, only lodge, not in the street. So the old man basically approached the Levite priest, his servant, and he had 2 asses with him and his concubine. And basically said, hey, you could lodge, because they were in the town square looking for somebody to show hospitality. And it so happened that the old man was from Ephraim as well. So he said, hey, you could lodge with me. Verse 21. So he brought him into his house and gave provender unto the asses, fed them, and they washed their feet and did eat and drink. Now as they were making their hearts merry, Salakia, behold, the men of the city, certain sons of Belial, those worthless, wicked niggas out there, beset the house round about, and beat at the door, and spake to the master of the house. And the old man saying, bring forth the man that came in thy house, that we may know him. So look how sick our people are. It says that we may know him. They wanted to have sex with the Levite priest, a man. Okay? And these are Benjamites. They wanted to know him. They wanted to gang rape him. A man, again. It's lucky for the R word. And the man, the master of the house, went out unto them and said unto them, nay, my brother, nay. I pray you do not so wickedly, seeing that this man is come into my house. Do not this folly. So the guy's still like, no, man. What's wrong with y'all? Okay, y'all want to do this foolishness, this wickedness? And that was the point up there, but I'm going to get a little bit more. Behold, here is my daughter, a maiden, and his concubine. Them I will bring out. Now, and humble ye them, and do with them what seemeth good unto you. But unto this man do not so vile things. So he offered him, like, look, I can bring my daughter out, okay, and I can bring his concubine out, and his daughter was a virgin, okay. They wasn't trying to hear it. It says it right here. But the men would not hearken to him. They weren't trying to listen to him. They weren't trying to hear it. So the man took his concubine and brought her forth unto them, and they knew her and abused her all the night until the morning. So they basically gang raped her. Okay. And when the day began to spring, they let her go. Then came the woman in the dawning of the day and fell down at the door of the man's house, where her Lord was till it was lit. And her Lord rose up in the morning and opened the doors of the house and went out to go his way. And behold, the woman, his concubine, was fallen down at the door of the house, and her hands were upon the threshold. So, they basically sexually assaulted her to death. Okay, and that's wicked. And they were going to do that to the Levite priest, a man. And like I was saying in the beginning of the lesson, those same wicked spirits are back here today. Those same wicked spirits are back here today. And I'm going to get some more precepts on that. And it's probably even worse now. They would do it. That's why I titled the lesson that they would do it in a heartbeat now. And ultimately, in that story, it started a war, and we ended up wiping out majority of the tribe of Benjamin, because the Levite priest was upset and chopped the body up in 12 pieces and sent it to the 12 tribes. And they inquired, like, what the hell is this? And when he told them what happened, a war started, and the Lord delivered them into our hand. But for fear of extinction, 600 Benjamites were left. So basically, they got offered 400 wives. So to continue the to continue so the tribe would go extinct, basically. But it was about, I think it was 200 men. Yeah, it was 200 men that didn't have wives. So it's like, man, what are we supposed to do? So they ran up and grabbed the daughters of Shiloh. Just giving an overview, they ran up and grabbed the daughters of Shiloh so they could have wives. And that there should be a wake-up call to women. I want to touch back on that story. But not getting off topic, I'm going to get this next account in Genesis 19. And I'm starting verse 1. And there came two angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. And he said, behold, now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early, and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night. So they weren't trying to You know, in today's world, they'd be like, "Hey, you want to crash over at my crib?" They weren't trying to basically spend the night at Lot's house. They were like, "Nah, we'll be out in the street all night. We'll be in the city, you know, in the square all night." It says, verse 3, Genesis 19:3, and he pressed upon him greatly, and they turned in unto him and entered into his house. And he made them a feast and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. So they ended up, you know, giving in, like, okay, we'll come in. You know, because Lot wanted to treat them with hospitality. This is right before Sodom and Gomorrah was to be destroyed. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house. Don't this look familiar? And these are men of our nation. Don't this look familiar? Okay. And it says, damn near the same story. You know, that's why the Spirit hit me. I was like, I got to put this together. But then it says, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house, round both old and young, all the people from every quarter. You know, so it was a mob of demons outside. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came into thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. They wanted to have sex with them. Just like this is damn near a similar account to the story I got, except not as graphic because, you know, the woman, you know, a woman didn't get sexually assaulted to death, but it's still a graphic that men will want to gain, you know what, another man. That's just wicked, abominable, it's vile. You know, like I said, those same spirits are back today. So they basically wanted to have sex with the angels. And it says, and Lot went out at the door unto them and shut the door unto them and shut the door after him. And said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. And just like the older men unto the Levi priest in, you know, he's trying to plead with them, like, hey, man, don't do this. That's wicked. What the hell's wrong with y'all? Behold, now I have 2 daughters which have not known men. They were virgins. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye not to them as good in your eyes. You know, basically do as you see fit with them. Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. So don't harm these men that came into my home, man. And they said, stand back. And they said again, this one fellow came into sojourn, and he will needs to be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them? And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. So he was willing to break his door down to get to the angels. That's how wicked it to assault them, sexually assault them. That's wicked. You willing to break down doors and come on, man. And like I said, it's worse now. Those spirits is back, but times 100. Because you got technology now involved in sodomy. So you can do all kind of weird, freaky stuff. Science is involved. Verse 10. But the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them and shut to the door. The angels put Lot back in the house. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness. So that the men ended up becoming blind. The angels put blindness upon them, both small and great, so that they were wearied themselves to find the door. Okay, so you had younger men, older men, regardless of their status, rich or poor, they were there trying to get to the angels. So the angels smote them with blindness. And it says so that they wearied themselves to find the door. So they were so wicked that they got tired out trying to find the damn door, even blind. Damn it, we can't find the door. So basically they gave up trying to get inside. Okay. Boy, you know, our Lord got to come back and judge this place. Because they would do the same thing today's time. You got to realize miraculous things are going to be taking place. Who knows if an angel pops up for a brother and a fag sees him and be like, ooh, who is that? It sounds far-fetched, but it's real. The scriptures say that you should entertain angels unawares. You could be a faggot after the same angel look good. You know? A brother ain't bad on the eyes because they got a saying easy on the eyes. And that shit is demonic. This is Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that had been is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there's nothing new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? You know, going into the spirits. There is no new spirits. All the spirits were created in the beginning, after Yahweh Shah was created. Okay, so the same spirits that were back then, back today. And things that took place then are taking place now. Now they ain't trying to do that with angels right now, but they're doing it with regular men, which is just as bad. Okay, you're not supposed to indulge in sodomy. It's wicked as against the scriptures. It had been already of old time, which was before. So everything in today's society, from cars, clothes, even the spirits being the main point, is back today. I'm getting ready to close with this right here. This is Leviticus 20 and 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. It is vile, it's wicked, it's off. Okay? You can clearly see it. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. And these sissies out here, these Fruit Loops, are so proud. They got so much pride in them, they don't even repent. You know, say you made a mistake in your past. Or say something took place in the past, right? And it doesn't have to be sodomy, but in general. Because we're going to send these sinful bodies. We're under the chains of darkness right now. Repent to the Lord, man. Don't walk around and be prideful. Ooh, man, I just got with a man and I'm a man. Ooh. You know, they continue in their wickedness. They don't even turn back. The Lord put the spirit on them to act that way, which is completely off. They were born in vain. Zechariah 13:8, two-thirds got to be cut off. And that's what's going to take place in today's time. It ain't no damn 1,000 years like that bonehead said. You know? So, you know, the time is drawing nigh to get right with the Lord. And all these fruitcakes and all these wicked niggas are going to get put down. Lord's with us was an edifying lesson. With that, I'm going to say shalom.